What's up? It's your girl Hope Lene, and I'm back at it again. I know sometimes I say I'm going to do it every day, every week, and it just doesn't happen. But today I got a good one. And I want to let you know that your past does not define your future. I know. Plenty of hardships, plenty of mistakes. It does not matter. Each day is an opportunity to write a new story. It's so many things, right? It's so many things that can stop you from getting to where you want to be. Like, I hear people talk about, oh, my mom, this, past traumas, missed opportunities or mistakes, right? I hear it all, right? But what about flipping it? I mean, like flipping it to your advantage. What if the past could actually fuel, right? Help you to push ahead rather than restrict you. So, let me tell you guys this real quick. I'm going to give you a promise today. And the promise is that I'm going to talk more about me than I ever have before, okay? But I'm also going to talk about some real life stories of probably African Americans, predominantly men and women, who didn't let their past define them and instead redefine their futures. But if you're just now like watching my video and you haven't really thought about anything positive that came from what has happened to you before, then you're going to need to do a few things. But before I tell you the number one thing you need to do, let me talk about what a failure or hardship is, right? It's not the end. It's actually more like the beginning, right? It helps you see where you're at and all the endless possibilities of where you could actually go, all right? So your past are lessons rather than setbacks, right? And you have to frame it in your mind the right way. I was a teenage mother. I had a whole family. The type of family I had, people are usually married and established. But I had a family, and I experienced abuse. I faced a lot of challenges growing up. I'm not going to get into all that today because I'll be on here for probably another 2-3 weeks. But I turned it around, right? And I've had a very, very painful past. But right now I'm in a season of healing. I'm in a season of empowerment, right? And I'm in a season of not taking no disrespect, okay? And let the chips fall wherever they may. You know who you are, okay? But in order for me to really hone in on what I'm feeling right now, it's because I've been journaling, right? About my past experiences that at times I thought were setbacks, but now when I reflect on them, they're just lessons, right? And I'm learning from them. As a matter of fact, I have a journal coming for African American women to empower you and to help you with your mindset to get to where you want to go. All right? So because I'm a Black woman, I'm already starting off with a lot stacked against me. If you're Black, you understand that. Historically, Black people have faced so many challenges, right? Through the systems. And, it makes it hard to overcome the past. We get stereotyped. Automatically, if you're in the workplace, they think less of you because you are Black. But you don't let those types of things define you. Instead, you use it to fuel you. It actually can make you better, right? Because when people underestimate you and they say or do what they think they can to you, and then you surprise them, it's a whole nother story, right? But I think for myself personally, the things that have happened in my life, it just reminds me that when I look back on my life, and once again, the book will be coming with all the particulars, but me changing my path was definitely possible. And it was very difficult in the beginning, but God allowed me to have a lot of people at different points in my life who came along. They encouraged me. They let me know I could do better, I could be better, and the things that I wanted were attainable. Now, what about you? Can you think of a time that you felt like what you wanted to have, you couldn't have? And did you have someone to encourage you? That's a great entry point for a journal, to write down how you were involved in a certain situation, a certain set of events happened, and what turned it around for you. A lot of times it's been for me, God. I had a godmother at a very pivotal time in my life, and she really encouraged me and instilled in me that I could be anything I wanted to be. My mother, who at times had shortcomings, but was very, very instrumental of me achieving successes that I've had in life, right? And so I told you I was going to talk about celebrities, but it seems like I keep going back to myself. So I think maybe I'm going to just do that. I'm going to just talk about myself, because I don't live an extraordinary life. However, I have a really good life, right? And even though I'm currently in a storm, my life is still great. I still have so many things that I have charted and planned out, and I see them becoming a reality. So I was going to talk about people like Oprah and Tyler Perry, probably Issa Rae, Malcolm X, stuff like that. But I said no, because you know why? These people are like at the very top, but you can be a success just being a normal person, just being a professional, getting out your dreams, doing things that you actually know you can do, but then deep down you know you can do it, but then you allow your outside circumstances and what you've been through, the pain of it all, to stop you. And so what I found is that you got to turn your pain into purpose, right? Like, no matter what has happened to you, if you've been molested, if you've been physically and verbally abused, if you grew up with not having just normal things that you needed to have, if you were in a one-parent household, in poverty, parents not really doing the best that they probably could have done, then if you turn it around and if you decide, I'm going to be a lawyer, I'm going to be a teacher, I'm going to be a trash man, right? Because believe it or not, trash man make money, right? Whatever you want to do. If you want to open up your own mechanic shop, beauty salon, have at it, right? But you define what success is for yourself. What is going to make you happy? What is going to be able to provide enough money for you to live the life you want to live, okay? And once you do that, you start working towards that, because it's like really there for you, right? Wow. I want to go so much deeper, but I'm not going to right now. But what I am going to say is that your past, no matter what it's been, if you've been on drugs, if you've been an alcoholic, if you're overweight, if you have a severe illness, if you have not been the most straight up person, right? Get yourself together. Like, start journaling for self-reflection, do some therapy, find yourself a good mentor, invest in your growth, right? And make sure that you're healing and having support as you're healing, right? And get you like a good Bible-based church. I know everybody don't want to talk about God, but I just love the Lord. He is so good to me. Every day I thank God. I am so thankful. And gratitude, right? Gratitude turns into blessings. Really does. And so I had like a whole script that I done wrote out for this, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to say all these different things, but I'm not saying them tonight, y'all. I don't know what this is about. But do not let your past define who you are today. Stay humble, stay committed, be gracious and grateful, you know, and thank God and depend on God, because no matter what, He's going to be there for you, right? Like I told you guys, like, I'm literally in the middle of a storm, right? And I did not believe I would be where I'm at today a week ago. You couldn't have told me I would be in the storm that I'm in right now. But I thank God through it all. So let me go back to this. Are you allowing your past to define your future? Because you can't stay stuck in the past. It's just a chapter. It's not your whole story, right? Like, we write our stories every day. What we get up and decide we're going to do, how we interact with people. If we make a goals list and we complete our goals. If we say, well, oh, I want to write a book. I'm going to write 10 pages today. Sometimes 10 pages could seem like a million pages, right? I know I'm a writer, right? However, you got to start, right? And if you become determined, maybe you have to decide you're going to write for 10 minutes at a time, right? And if you're at home on a weekend, or if you're on an off day during the week, you just write 10 minutes an hour. And then by the end of the day, if you're typing, you might have 2 or 3 pages, right? And then you just keep going. If you want to do something that requires a degree, get into school. Anybody can go to school, right? If you don't have a high school diploma, get your GED. Get moving with it. And learn. Whatever you want to be a part of, learn, learn, learn. I'm always in trainings. I'm always desiring and showing up for myself to learn more, because I want to be successful. It doesn't matter what you're in, what your profession is, what it is that you want to do. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was about to say, just do it. But just do it, right? Just work at it. And what is important to you, show yourself in the world that it's important by investing in yourself. I was going to talk more and more and more, but it's been a minute, and it just seems like I don't have a lot of wind for it tonight, right? But this is your girl, Hope Lene. I'm probably going to try to do this a little bit more. I always say it, but it's important to me to make time for YouTube. And if I make time for YouTube, YouTube is going to make time for me. So do me a favor. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you were able to follow along with what I'm talking about. If you've had past trauma and you've been able to overcome them. And drop some comments, like letting people know what you've done to become a success, right? Like through it all, how did you persevere and what did you turn your pain into, right? What beauty came from your ashes? All right, so go ahead and like and subscribe. Leave a comment, share, because sharing is caring. It's your girl, Hope Lene. I'm on Instagram at I am Hope Lene. I'm on Facebook at Call Me Hope Lene. I got a TikTok page, and I have no idea what my TikTok name is because I'm not really into that. But Jesus loves you, and I do too. And we'll talk soon.